we were talking about ambition, and now let's keep going. Okay, well, okay, stuck in a rut. We talk, as I told you, when you are stuck in a rut, it means you actually follow some boring, maybe routine, something like you repeat something that can be a bit boring. So it means you are stuck in a rut. And of course, it happens as we talked, I don't know, you need to do some everyday activities. So that can be a bit boring for you without any changes. So that, and normally most of us, sometimes we are stuck in a rut. Wow. And the structure of this day, used to. As you know, we can use used to plus verb for past, of course, and present and future different tenses. But now we're going to talk about past form of it. That is definitely different from present and future. So here I'm talking about our past habits, something that we did in the past, but it's not true now. Okay, so it's something like when you did something regularly in the past. For example, you said, my father always told me. Yeah, your father used to tell you because, normally told you. Or you used to, for example, go swimming maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, so when you want to talk about your past habits, you use used to. And what's the structure? Used to plus base form of verb. I used to play tennis when I was, for example, younger. Okay, I used to. It means maybe, I did this actually in the past 2 or 3 times a week, so something regularly. But the point is here, this structure. I used to, that's really easy. And of course, for negative, I didn't used to. So, but when you use did, you need to remove omit ded, so it's not d here. I didn't used to, for example, play tennis in the past, but now I do. Something like you didn't used to. It was maybe once a month, okay? It wasn't something that you regularly did in the past, okay? So I didn't used to. For question, did you used to? So actually it's something that we make changes on used to. But here the point is here. Something that I want to talk about, the difference between would and used to. Because you can also use would to talk about past habits. But what's the difference? What's the difference between would and used to? The first and the most important difference, when we say would, we give specific time. I would play tennis. I would play tennis every Saturday in the past when I was younger. So every Saturday I give specific, but when I say used to, I used to play tennis when I was younger, just when I was younger. What time? No matter. So when using would, we give a specific time. For example, I would go to the movie theater with my friends every Sunday when I was young. So every Sunday. So in the past and a specific time. And another point, we have another difference. We have stative verbs like love, like. They are not action verbs. Would can't be followed by stative. For example, I used to I used to like action movies in the past. Action movies, but now I don't like them. But I can't say I would like. So this one is wrong. So we can't follow with stative verbs for past habits. I'm only talking about past habits because with has different uses. Okay, here I'm talking about past habits like used to. We can't follow it but by stative verbs. So two differences here. Number one, when I say I would with action verbs like play, like go, like eat, okay? I give a specific time. I would eat seafood. I would eat seafood twice a week in the past. Twice a week. So I'm giving specific time. I used to eat seafood when I was younger. I used to, no matter when, just in the past. Okay. And the second one, I can't follow would with stative verbs like love or like. Okay. So if I want to use stative verb, I need to use used to. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's your turn. Two examples. Would, used to.
Used to. Okay. Okay. I used to take my kids to the park every weekend.
Every weekend would, because you are giving specific. So I would take, specific time.
Okay.
So
I would take okay. I would take my kids to the park every weekend.
Very good. Every weekend. And now used to?
Used to. I used to go out with my friends. Go out with my friends to have go out with my friends for the favorite restaurant.
Okay, so you used to eat out. So you want to say go out for eating something. So you only say, I used to eat out with my friends, for example, at our favorite restaurant. So something like this.
Yeah.
So this one is better. Very good. And you don't mention when, just in the past. Very good. Used to. So you used to eat out with friends in your favorite restaurant in the past. Okay, so that was great. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear now?
Yes.
Great.
It's clear. Yeah.
Well, and this part, it's a conversation. We need to listen and decide whether the sentences are true or false. Two people, Jasmine and Anita. So let's listen. Okay. 12.
Unit 7. Changes. Recording 1.
Have you ever felt stuck in a rut? Well, this morning we talked to two women who have made big life changes, and they are here to tell us about it. Jasmine Wells used to work as a doctor in York. In her 30s, she gave up her job and became a professional musician. Anita Jacobs used to work in advertising, but she sold her house, gave up her job, and decided to travel around the world. Anita first. What made you decide to change?
Well, I was nearly 40. I was in a job that I wasn't really interested in. I used to work long hours and I didn't enjoy the job much anymore. So I decided to follow an ambition I've had for a long time. I always wanted to travel, but I never had the chance.
Your ambition was to travel around the world?
That's right. The idea was to take a year off. I started work when I was 18 and I never had a break in all that time. I never had time to travel or see the world. So I decided to take a year off and go travelling. The time was right, so I left my job and went.
And you earned some money while you were travelling, didn't you?
Well, a little. I worked on a farm for a while in Australia. They didn't pay me very much, but I stayed on the farm and ate for free, so I was happy.
I see. Now, Jasmine, doctor to musician is...
Okay. Well, about the first one, Anita. Number one, true or
Sorry,
false?
can I hear what? True.
Ah, listen again?
Yeah,
Of
true.
course. Oh, you want to
Yes,
listen
I
again?
want to listen
Of
again.
course, why not?
Yeah.
Unit 7. Changes. Recording 1.
Have you ever felt stuck in a rut? Well, this morning we talked to two women who have made big life changes, and they are here to tell us about it. Jasmine Wells used to work as a doctor in York. In her 30s, she gave up her job and became a professional musician. Anita Jacobs used to work in advertising, but she sold her house, gave up her job, and decided to travel around the world. Anita first. What made you decide to change?
Well, I was nearly 40. I was in a job that I wasn't really interested in. I used to work long hours and I didn't enjoy the job much anymore. So I decided to follow an ambition I've had for a long time. I always wanted to travel, but I never had the chance.
Your ambition was to travel around the world?
That's right. The idea was to take a year off. I started work when I was 18 and I never had a break in all that time. I never had time to travel or see the world. So I decided to take a year off and go travelling. The time was right, so I left my job and went.
And you earned some money while you were travelling, didn't you?
Well, a little. I worked on a farm for a while in Australia. They didn't pay me very much, but I stayed on the farm and ate for free, so I was happy.
I see. Now, Jasmine.
Okay, number one.
Okay. Anita work alright. Now,
Oh,
Anita.
yeah. Why no? Yes. Yes.
Well, advertising.
Yeah,
Advertising
birds
job. Okay.
advertising. Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Number two.
She was nearly 30 years old when she decided to change her life. Yes, all right.
I don't think so. This is false.
So,
First. I don't think so.
24,
Number three.
24 years old.
34
30.
years old? You heard 34?
30,
But not 30,
34.
of course. Of course, not 30 years old. Yeah. She
No.
wanted to travel around the world.
Yes,
So yes. Okay. And the next one.
yes.
Okay.
She gave
So
up a job to follow her dream. Yeah,
she gave up to follow. She gave up or a break?
to follow her.
She gave up or a break? Just, I want to know. Of course, you can be right. Just, you say true and I say, okay. Of course, you had a break about 1 year and to travel around the world. Okay, and
yeah.
the next one.
She worked on a farm in Australia.
Australia, very good. Just about number 2. She was 40 when she decided to change, not 30.
40.
She was 40, of course. Well, we have the second part, but let's listen this part. It's just 1 minute, so let's listen. Why not?
Doctor to musician is quite a big change. What happened?
Well, it is a big change, and it happened quite suddenly. I was working in a hospital doing more than 100 hours a week, looking after elderly patients. I didn't used to have time for anything else. It was just work, work, work. And one morning when I left the hospital, I saw a piano in the corner of the room. I sat down and started to play. I remembered that I really enjoyed making music.
So, did you used to play the piano before, as a child?
Yes, I used to play, but I wasn't very good. Luckily, I'm a bit better now. Anyway, I decided I wanted to learn the piano, so I started piano lessons and learnt about writing songs. It became a passion for me, and I realised that it was something I really wanted to do. So I decided to make more time for it, and eventually I gave up medicine altogether and started playing my own music.
Fascinating. Now tell me about the...
Okay. Jasmine worked more than 100 hours a week. Yes, very good. She looked after children? No. No, elderly patients.
In the hospital? No.
Elderly patients, not children. She played the piano when she was
trying. Yes, right. Correct.
But did she play well?
No.
Yeah, of course. She played, but not good.
When she was a child.
They're
not good.
Number 9.
Started piano lessons and learned to write songs. Yes, correct.
Very good. And the last one?
And now she plays her own music. Now she plays her own music.
Very good. Okay. Thank you so much. Again, time is over and we need to go, too fast. Well, so
thank
do you
you.
have any questions, any issues related to this part?
No question. Sorry.
So have a great night and sweet dreams, and see you at the next session.
Good. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
See you.
I see you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.